I was going through this trauma with my therapist and just talking about, man, I felt like I've given up on dreaming. I felt like I was
Yeah.
telling him, like, I feel like this experience, this pain has robbed me of my passion for the things of God. I still loved that the Lord was still, all of that, but I stopped dreaming and I got stuck. And I was like, can you help me dig out of this? And my counselor is awesome. He's kind of this Mr. Rogers in his upper 70s kind of guy, just
Let's
very
go.
calm,
Let's
but to
go.
the point. He's got a little sweater on all the time. And Gerald's his name. He leans back and he goes, Riley, there's a difference between keeping a record of your pain and rehearsing your pain.
Mm,
And he said, the reason you're stuck is because you keep rehearsing pain. He said, Paul kept a record of pain. He said, I was beaten. I was shipwrecked. I was put in prison. And he bullet points his pain. But he said, if you ever have to describe what you've went through in over a minute, you're rehearsing it.
wow.
He's like, it's one thing to share a testimony, a record of your testimony. It's another thing to rehearse the pain, because when the problem is, what begins to happen is that you begin to rehearse the pain, your body actually goes back to that place of pain, and you rewind the hands of time and you're back where it happened. And then you go to a place of like, man, that's why you're stuck, because you can't get beyond it. And that I was like, well,
Phew.
how do I like get to a place where I'm not remembering it all the time? How do I get to a place where I'm like not constantly thinking of what happened and even having dreams about it? And he said, here's the key. If you want to get unstuck, you got to understand you're not a victim. Just look me dead in the eye. You're not a victim. There, there's no such thing as a Christian who's a victim.
Mm,
The cross should rid that of your vocabulary,
yeah.
because Jesus was beaten, slandered, he was murdered, falsely accused, spit in his face, yet he still wasn't victimized. He said, no one took his life, but he freely offered it up.
Yeah.
He wasn't a victim. So, because you have the resurrection power of Christ in you, you will carry your cross. You will have moments of suffering, but you're not a victim.
Yeah.
The idea of victimization keeps you stuck.